We have a ton of news to go over in today's fourth stimulus check update. Everybody, in regard to the Social Security benefits first, Elizabeth Warren just said this: Social Security was created during the response to the Great Depression, and expanding it now will ensure this critical program helps us meet the challenge of the current crisis. And Ron Wyden, another Democrat pushing for a boost to Social Security benefits, said that Social Security is a lifeline that gives Americans financial security when they need it. Now is the time to bolster Social Security, time-tested earned benefits, so millions of Americans in need can afford the essentials. Researchers have found that increasing Social Security benefits has a large and immediate and positive impact on spending. Now guys, do you support the increase to the Social Security benefits? Tell me in the comments below.
I want to take up where Mr. Doggett left off. First of all, I accept any compliment on behalf of the House Democrats. None of this would be possible without the courage, the integrity,
Now folks, the Senator's plan also protects Social Security recipients from losing access to other assistance programs, and has wealthier Americans pay back some of the added benefit with their taxes. Chuck Schumer, Ron Wyden, and Elizabeth Warren, which are the head Democrats pushing for an increase in the Social Security benefits, are saying that this proposal is part of the Democrats' bold Phase 3 proposal of at least $750 billion to fight the crisis.
Let me be clear. Leaving August the 31st is not due to an arbitrary deadline. It was designed to save American lives.
Senate Democrats' Phase 3 proposal, everybody, puts workers and families first, while ensuring that the necessary resources are delivered to address every corner of the health crisis.
Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom from office is now just 2 weeks away. The latest polling average from 538 shows 51% of voters there want to keep Governor Newsom
in regard to the infrastructure bill, which might get the job done and send up the fourth stimulus check, well, Democrats are now hustling to finalize this gigantic social spending plan. Speaker Pelosi has ordered committee leaders to battle it out with their Senate counterparts to resolve all major disputes this week. Now that cross-capital disagreement is only first of many headaches ahead of Democrats trying to muscle through the social spending measure in just a few weeks.
The Weather Service issued a flood emergency in Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx.
Pelosi and Schumer see high-velocity multitasking as the only way to ensure the proposal moves alongside with the bipartisan Senate-passed infrastructure, which is set for a House vote in less than 4 weeks. Now, if Democrats fail in their goal to finalize the social spending plan before the infrastructure vote, they risk blowing key parts of President Biden's agenda. House Democratic leaders have not started preparing their members for the possibility that the social spending bill will not be finished when the chamber votes on the infrastructure bill by September 27th. House committees kick off markups on Thursday to begin churning out the final pieces of the package, and Democrats are still haggling over several major issues, including when to sunset popular provisions in the coming years to fit within the $3.5 trillion cap that they have set themselves. Top Democrats have privately aired worries that a dizzying array of different end dates for various programs in the coming years could come back to haunt them, and Senate Democrats are tussling over a much bigger issue. Bernie Sanders is pushed to expand Medicare, which includes vision and dental and hearing benefits. Even once these disputes are resolved, everybody, the Senate parliamentarian will shape the endgame by almost certainly forcing Democrats to make further tweaks. All year, Democrats have laid the groundwork. All year, everybody, Democrats have laid the groundwork for enacting the $3.5 trillion proposal, releasing detailed outlines and marking up bill text for many of the provisions they plan to tie together. That includes the proposal that Wyden's panel approved in May. Now, Republicans are amused by the power struggles, and progressives are vowing not to support the Senate-passed infrastructure bill later this month if the social spending plan is not teed up for a vote at the same time. Republicans argue that the sense of urgency Democratic leaders are fostering will help them pressure wary moderates. If you found this video useful and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.
My vision to what's in that bill. We must build back better. And what that entails, in addition to many of the health provisions which I will return to, the Congressman Doggett has taken the lead on and mentioned here, that meant build back better by building back better with many more people participating in the economic prosperity of our country. I like to think of it as build back better with women, but women, minority, people of color, many new people into it. And many of the healthcare provisions are what are liberating for people to participate. If we can have family and medical leave, paid family and medical leave, if we can have what was mentioned about the home health care for our seniors, for people with disabilities, even for our children, that enables people to be able to be more free to be in the workplace. Child care, very liberating for mostly moms, but dads too, to be in the workplace. As was mentioned, universal pre-K, so important for the children. But also, children learning, parents earning. So it's all connected to building back better. And the list goes on, workforce development and the rest. One of the pillars of when we did the affordable health care, we thought we were establishing a pillar of Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act. But we knew we could do better, and we did in the rescue package. And as the mayor indicated, many of the provisions in the rescue package, it was remarkable. The president came in, that bill went out there, was immediate and urgent. In the arms, money in the pocket, children safely preparing for school, workers safely in the workplace. Money in people's pockets, very important.
Does the administration believe the settlement gave sufficient justice?
It's a great question, Josh. I want to speak to our team and see if we can get you a more specific comment on that. Well, Steve, that's exactly what the president directed his team to look into, to be able to answer that question. Obviously, we're about 12 hours or less than that since this ruling, and what the president made clear in his statement this morning is that the impact of last night's decision should be immediate and requires an immediate process. So yes, he's asked the Gender Policy Council because he feels it's important for there to be a point of contact, or a point person, I should say, at a senior level in the White House. But most importantly, he's also directed them to work with the legal team here at the White House, the Department of Justice, the Department of Health and Human Services, to determine what, if any, steps can be taken here to protect a woman's right to choose and access to health care for women in Texas.
Surprised by this ruling?
We can never predict rulings, I will say, Steve. We certainly know the makeup of the court.